Hey there, welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree, and I am doing a reading for Taurus. Taurus, today we are doing a shadow reading for you. This series, for the shadow readings, I've been using two tarot decks, as I normally do. I normally use two, sometimes three decks. This is the original tarot by Brigh. This was their special edition with this gold sides here and this nice chocolate card backs. I'm just cleansing my area, my decks, myself with a little bit of Palo Santo. And this doesn't stay lit very well. It has kind of a sap, tree resin, and oil in it, which doesn't allow the ember to keep going. So the second deck that I'm going to use here is the Baroque Tarot by Mucci, and that is or was a Kickstarter deck. However, I believe it is available for retail sale now. Mucci has done several decks. I think they have one coming out on Kickstarter now, along with the nice little travel tarot pack if you're interested. I just want to show the artwork off a little bit for those interested. I love tarot decks. I have a lot of decks in my collection. So, and I do want to say, for those interested, the reason why I bought this deck, I don't quite like the RWS decks, but for this one, this misprint here, Pentacles, I have 3 cards that say Pentacles, and that is why I bought this particular deck, because I already have quite a few RWS decks. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get going, and I should light my candle, though I do have some smoke going. HEB has lots of Dia de los Muertos items on sale. That's where I got this cute little guy, and I think it matches my beautiful tapestry here. So, okay, Taurus, let's see what we have for you today. What can we bring to the forefront of our consciousness about ourselves, about things that we do, why we do them? And our shadow is not something that we should hate, be afraid of. It is something that needs to be acknowledged and loved. So I urge you, or I urge everyone to do shadow work, and we can always be better, I believe. And I started working on my shadow about 5 years ago, and I do a lot of moon work. And fasting is part of my ritual as well. So I think the key is to find what works for you. And I find that reading cards really helps me illuminate things, because the cards come out and they come out in an order, and something can come to the forefront that you may not be. I'm opening the window. You may not be consciously aware of. So the cards just put a different light on things. So let's see. Okay, Taurus, what do we have for you today? Page of Swords, the Star in reverse, and 5 of Cups. Okay, I see definitely a little bit of sadness, but I see some immaturity, I guess you could say. Immaturity in the way that you're thinking, and possibly the way that you're thinking about something that you want to do, something that's important to you. And it's looking like that the way that you're thinking, your mindset has you in sort of a mourning situation, or a situation in which you're focusing on the negative and not the positive. So 5 of Cups here, this man is grieving over these spilled 3 cups, yet he is unaware of these these 2 cups over here. Now, we don't know if they're full or empty, or what is held in these. You know, of course, nothing is ever truly, truly empty unless we're in a vacuum, but I digress. Cups, a cup that doesn't have a liquid in it has air. And there's many particles within the air. There's dust, skin cells, if we want to get very scientific. But there are things there is something in something that appears to be empty. So let's use the Mucci tarot deck, the Baroque tarot deck. And okay, that was not a good shuffle. Let's see. Okay, much better. This deck shuffles like a dream. The cardstock is nice and thick. You're gonna have to excuse my neighbor's dog. For those of you that have dogs, you know what it's like when dogs are excited about something. And my neighbor's dog is excited about a lot. So, okay, let's see what we have. Okay, I'll do 4. Yeah, I'm going to split it again. Okay. Okay, so we got a good split there. And a nice shuffle. Okay, let's see. Page of Swords. Knights of Wands in reverse. 6 of Swords. And Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this caught up in your mind has you stalled. And you're looking at it incorrectly, in the wrong way. I feel like perhaps you are maybe trying to run from it for some kind of reason. And so it's not allowing you to see what it really is, what we're dealing with here. The Queen of Pentacles. Now this is an earth suit, and Taurus, you're an earth sign. So the Queen of Pentacles being in reverse here kind of tells me that it's something that you're thinking about has to do with something in your physical realm, right? And the 6 of Swords here, this is a card of moving on, okay? Trying to find better things, going in a different direction. And however, these 2 cards next to it in reverse, I feel that you are caught. You want to go in a different direction. However, I don't think you're consciously aware of that. And so that's what we're going to eliminate here. So let's see what this star card has to say. 5 of Cups in reverse. See, we have the same sort of guy here, except this guy is looking onto different horizons. So while he may not be mourning these, he still is unaware of these 2 back here. So 5 of Cups, the Devil in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. Interesting. These 2 major arcana cards, we should always pay attention to these major arcana cards. And the fact that it's in this column here, and all the major arcana cards in reverse, these energies are stalled, blocked. The Devil is a card of kind of fits around there with the like addictions and things that are not good for us. Things that while we might find pleasure in, they're not really good for us. So in the Chariot here, this guy is about harnessing two different types of energies, harnessing something, getting them to work together, harnessing opposites, getting them to work together and going forward. So you're not doing this. You're not harnessing what you need to move forward, to realize this star. The star is like a wish card, the dream card. It's sort of it gives us hope, like a direction to go in. Almost we can think of it as the North Star. People used to, before the invention of GPS and all that, they used the stars to navigate, and the North Star was one of those stars that was stationary, that they could count on its position to take them to the direction that they wanted to go. So I do see a lot of stagnant energy here. Now this whole column right here is a little is dismal, I would say. And either you're not, we need to let, either you're not facing this devil card, those bad habits or bad ways of thinking. I want to say that it's not even a way, what you're not facing is not a way of thinking. It's more your emotions towards something. And perhaps it is towards your way of thinking. And sometimes when we get into our heads, we will attach emotion to it, right? And then we'll start making up stories, but those stories are built by us, and those are the stories that we say about ourselves. And then we can get caught up in that, and then all of a sudden that becomes our reality. So what we have to remember is not to let those falsities rule us. We have to talk. We have to, if somebody did us wrong, we don't want to go the rest of our lives not finding out why, or if what they did wrong. We don't want to go the rest of our lives not bringing it to that person's attention, because we could have read the situation entirely wrong. I mean, our reality is colored by our past experiences. And so while we might think that person, made that comment because they didn't like our style, when in reality we were insecure about our style and we just understood that incorrectly. So rather than make up those stories about ourselves, ask that person, say, what you said yesterday really bothered me. And the message I got about myself, that's a phrase I learned in therapy. The message I got about myself is that you don't like my style. Is that true? And that person, can say yes or no. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, no, that's not true. I just don't like the color purple. And, the color purple makes me think of when my dog got hit by a purple car, So you see what I mean? How we can make up stories about ourselves that aren't particularly true. And like I said, it's based on the colorations of our past. So talking about things is definitely a good thing to do, and not getting caught up in our head here and producing a stall, a breakdown almost. Okay, so let's get some more information about this 5 of Cups. So we got the Empress in reverse, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Lots of water here. And here the Empress card, another major arcana in reverse. All of our major arcanas are in reverse, Taurus. So so that is something we really need to think about. What I am happy here, King of Cups and Queen of Cups, these two are a pair. And they represent our emotions. They represent the King of Cups being steadfast in his emotions and his way of thinking. The Queen of Cups being more empathetic and understanding of others. And I feel here that that you're going to realize what it is that is keeping you from moving forward, from realizing this dream, this wish that you have. You're going to, how can I put this? Okay, articulation is not my best suit. and that's kind of funny too, because I have so many planets in Libra. But my Saturn is one of the ones that's in Libra, and I've got to learn how to communicate better because I am a turtle. And that meaning that, you know, when I'm upset and something makes me uncomfortable, I retreat into my shell as opposed to exploding. That's my safe place. So, okay, so let me spit this out. Okay, so the Empress. These two cards here are speaking to me in that you're stuck. You're caught up in the way that you're thinking and your feelings and emotions about it, and it's keeping you in a place of not realizing your potential, not doing what your heart wants you to do, and not creating it here on Earth in your physical plane. I mean, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, and these two women, definitely female energies, feminine energies, these two are definitely a lot about creation, and about beauty and things like that. And they're both in reverse for you, Taurus. And these are both Earth. These are both Earth signs. The Empress is ruled by Venus, and you know, Taurus, you are a person who can appreciate beauty. You know, you like food and things that make you feel good. So, and at the moment, you're just not feeling good. And I think the shadow work that you really need to do right now is to take a look at your past, because our shadow is created from our past. It is created to heal, not to heal, to shield us, rather. Oh, listen to that bird. That bird is like, yes, yes, preach, sister, preach. So listen to me. The bird is telling you. Oh, yeah. So, so what you've got to do is talk about your feelings, okay? Get it out there, and express this sadness that you're feeling, or and let people know. And I think once you get that out into the ether, it's not bottled up inside of you. It's not kept inside where it can ferment and you know, start turning into vinegar. You can just let it out, and you'll find that once you start letting things out and speaking on it, that you will feel a lot better. You will feel like you can, I mean, you just won't feel that heaviness inside because it's no longer bottled up. Okay, that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next video. Thanks for watching.